Calendar time blocking scheduling process and how this has completely changed my entire life. I started time blocking on paper about a year or two ago, and I completely fell in love with the system. It's given me so much peace and helped me figure out how to balance my priorities in a more effective way than I've ever had before. Also, I am a little bit sick right now. I'm kind of losing my voice, so we're just gonna go with it today. We're just running with it. So about a year ago, I started developing pretty severe carpal tunnel syndrome. And my process of scheduling pen on paper planner became very irritating to my wrists and very, very painful. So ultimately that led me to discover the world of digital planning. I actually recently uploaded a video all about how I'm organizing my entire life through digital planning. So make sure to check that out after this video. But today I'm specifically going to be talking about Google Calendar and my time blocking process and how I use that in my everyday life. Google Calendar is my strongly preferred planning tool thus far. It's free, it's easy, it's simple, and it's so popular, which means that there's so much information available about it. I'm not someone who lives for the thrill of figuring out how to code programs or like little tech hacks. If I'm implementing a system to make my life easier, I don't want to have to spend a lot of time figuring it out. There's so many tutorials and articles and YouTube videos about Google Calendar that are available to you. So even if you watch this one and decide my system is not for you, it's a great tool that you may be able to watch other videos and find someone else's system that does. Another huge pro for me is that Google Calendar is really easy to sync with Apple calendars. I'm just kind of an all-around Apple product girl, so that is extremely helpful for me. My time blocking system is so simple, but it makes me feel so much more on top of everything that I have to do. I get very easily overwhelmed by a lot of deadlines, and trying to maintain a bunch of moving pieces in my head is just not something I'm good at. Having a spot where I can dump everything that has to get done for my week, month, year brings me so much peace. It reduces so much anxiety and stress. One of the other things I love about digital planning is that it's really easy to make changes, where on paper planning it's a lot harder to like cross out, never mind, that's not happening, doesn't look cute. I really believe that a good planning process is life-changing, and I know this has been for me, and I'm really excited to share it with you. I hope it helps. And yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so I'm currently filming this on a Monday morning, but normally this would be an over the weekend kind of project. I like time blocking close enough to the start of the week that I kind of have a sense of what my capacity is gonna look like, but still far enough in advance that by the time I do sit down on Monday morning, I know what my whole week looks like. I'm actually thinking about trying to specifically incorporate this into my household Sunday reset routine. I think that could be kind of a cool way to sort of prepare my mind as I prepare our home for the week. Okay, so the first thing that I'll do is open up my Notion. And this is actually a pretty recent step for me. I've used Notion in the past, and I just didn't have the best system set up. So I've kind of been going through this process now, trying to build out systems that really, really work for me with Notion, and I feel like I'm doing that. I purchased a template for 2023 yearly planning that's been really great so far, and then I actually built out like a little monthly template I'm incorporating into that because my brain really runs on like a 12-month calendar, and so I'm gonna first open up my monthly page for December. So I filled this out after doing my December reset. Because I just made this template, I'm kind of testing it out, but after I've maybe tweaked it a little bit, used it for a little bit longer, I will be sharing it with you guys. So that way, if you want it, you can have it for free. Okay, so here I have my 2023, this should just say goals, because obviously we're still in 2022. But anyways, so these are all my December goals. So I'm gonna have a look at these and figure out, okay, what I might want to put on my calendar for this week. So I'll just kind of keep that in the background, and then I'm actually gonna go in and open up my Google Calendar. So as you can see, I do already have a few things on my calendar for this week. So this here is a repeated event that happens Monday through Saturday every single week. So that is a prompt and a reminder for me to sit down and make sure that I'm engaging with creators that I really love. Make sure I am pouring into other people, because as a creator who really, really benefits from people who pour into me, I want to make sure that I'm returning the favor. On that note, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. It really helps my channel, and I appreciate it more than you know. Okay, and then down here you can see I have date night, which is also a weekly recurring event. And then I have a Christmas party this week. It's also my birthday on Wednesday, so that's there. And then I also have YouTube videos that I pre-scheduled for this week. I love the flexibility of digital planning and the ability to change things. I do that a lot, in particular with my videos. Sometimes inspiration will strike and I'll decide to film something, or other times it will not strike and I will decide not to film something, or honestly, I have days like today, and I was not planning on filming this video today, and then it occurred to me, you know what, I haven't planned my week, I need to do it this morning anyways. Why not just film it now instead of next week like I planned? So those are things I normally add into my Google Calendar during my monthly reset. If there are things I know are happening, I'll put those in. Or like the Christmas party, I put in, I think, as soon as we got the invitation, just to make sure I knew in advance, okay, this is coming up. Okay, so down here on this side of my screen, I have my calendars. So each one of these is a different color and represents a different area of my life. So personal, computer work, content creation, deadlines, life admin, meal planning, meetings, book stuff, the Ralph's joint calendar, which is mine and my husband's shared calendar for events, work admin, YouTube videos. They're all different colors. And now if you've used Google Calendar before, you probably know that their default colors are loud and bright. And for some of you, that might be lovely. I hate color. I am a neutral girl through and through. And it sounds ridiculous, but honestly, a huge part of the functionality of this system for me is that I have changed all of the colors. It's really easy to change the color of your calendar. I have nightmarish time trying to figure out how to do this, but it's super simple. So I'll just show you. You just scroll over and then you click these 3 little dots on the side of the calendar, look through, and then select the color that you want. Or you can hit this little plus button and type in or copy paste a hex code right there. So I'll actually leave the hex codes for my palette in the description box below. If you want to set up a neutral palette, I really like the system I have. Or if you have a particular like aesthetic or vibe you're looking for, what I did was literally just go on Pinterest and type in hex codes neutral palette. So that could be whatever your thing is, jewel tones or I don't know. And then I just literally picked random ones that I liked and then typed them in, and there we go. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start slotting stuff in where I know it's gonna go. I usually kind of start with personal stuff. So for example, Wednesday is my birthday, so I know that Zach and I are doing a little breakfast date. So I'm just gonna put that in, and that will probably be relatively early because we both work that day. So I'm gonna guess 7 to 8:30. So I'm pretty sure we're doing dinner with my brother and sister-in-law that night. We need to confirm that, but for this Christmas party, I know that I'm making cookies to bring for it, so I'm just gonna put in on Friday afternoon, bake cookies for Christmas party. I'm actually gonna open up my Pinterest and just save the link to the recipe in there as well. I'm just gonna add this to the description. And then that way when I go to bake cookies, it's right there. Okay, but I want that, I'm thinking like 3:45. So that's usually when I start to crash for the day. So that'll be a great time to bake cookies. Okay, so tonight for our date night, I know we are going grocery shopping and then probably to HomeSense. Because if you're brand new here, we literally just moved into our apartment like the last 2 days we've been moving in. So we just moved to Ottawa, we're in our new apartment, and we have no food here. And I'm just gonna add that into the little date night so that I can see, okay, that's what we're doing. So also, knowing that that's what we're doing for our date night, I'm probably gonna want to organize our little pantry tomorrow because I haven't done that yet. So, put in organize pantry. That is more of a life admin job. Yeah, 11 a.m. Sure, let's go with that for right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to Notion and just take a look. Okay, so one of my goals for December is to finish Christmas shopping. And specifically, I wanted to do that this week. So I'm gonna schedule in for Saturday morning actually, is to finish Christmas shopping. I'm pretty sure I'm just doing everything online this year. I don't really have the time to go. But then that way, if we do wanna go to the mall, we can make that happen too. Also, one of my goals for December is to get back into the rhythm of my Sunday reset routine. This was something I absolutely clung to before when we were living in Vancouver, but now we've been moving and then we were living with family for a month, so I'm totally out of the habit of it. So I'm going to put it in my calendar for next Sunday. Sunday reset routine. Cute. Love that. What other goals do we have? Oh, get furniture basics. I'm so close to being done with this goal. My goal is to furnish our apartment for free, and we've gotten almost everything for free. The only thing that I still need to get for basics is chairs for our dining table. Hoping to have that done this week. I'm talking to someone on Marketplace currently that I think has chairs for him to grab, so we should be okay. One new thing I added to my monthly reset this month was a meals I want to make section. I'm not somebody who necessarily loves cooking by nature, and so in an effort to make it more fun for myself, I'm choosing 4 meals each month that look really good and like I'm excited to make. And so I'm gonna make one every week, and then at the end of the month, I will report back in my monthly reset video, let you know if it was good and leave the recipe below so you can make it too. So this week I want to make baked oatmeal, so I'm just going to, and I want to do that actually during my Sunday reset routine. Okay, next I'm going to start looking at my YouTube and work stuff. Because my work is so flexible, I like to start with the personal things and then fit that in around it, because realistically I set all my own hours and I work when I want. Yeah, I just like to start with personal stuff so I can be more flexible with that. So these are the videos that were supposed to go up this week. I was under the impression that I would be able to edit a full vlog during the weekend that we were moving into our apartment, which did not end up happening. Shocking. Not sure how I didn't see that one coming. But anyways, that video just did not go up. Instead, I'm actually gonna upload this video that I'm filming tonight. Okay, so for some reason, the next clip that I filmed did not record any audio, so I'm re-recording this, trying to explain what I was doing as I'm watching the screen recording. And then I'm filming a video called 22 Things I Learned at 22 that I'm going to actually upload on the 7th because that's my 23rd birthday, so figured that would be good timing. And then I'm actually gonna push my moving vlog to Friday. I also really wanna vlog my 23rd birthday, so I'm gonna make a note of that and make sure that I get that done. This is a slightly weird week for me to be filming this video just because I am moving, and then also with it being my birthday, things are a little bit different than normal, but that's okay. That's real life, right? And most weeks are not fully normal, so now it's time for me to just actually start filling out my week. So normally I would never be filling this out on a day that is currently in my calendar. I always like to have it done in advance. It's just because we're moving this weekend and because I'm filming this video that I'm showing you this process. So I'm scheduling filming and editing into the calendar, video details and thumbnail, which will probably take me about an hour, and that's computer work. So as you can see, after titling each event, I select the calendar and the color that best fits that specific task. And that way when I open my calendar, I can really easily see what tasks are where. It helps give me a very practical idea of what my work is gonna look like without having to get into the details. I'm filming that 22 Things I Learned at 22 video tomorrow, so I'm gonna make sure to script that today. Tomorrow I'm gonna organize my pantry, so I'll probably start that after I finish filming, but I'll give myself a little bit of a buffer in there just to be safe. I also wanna film a reel while I'm organizing my pantry. Because I know we're going grocery shopping today, I want to make sure I sit down and actually make a list for that. And I'll get some laundry done today as well. I'm going to fast forward through the next little bit. I'll just time lapse it so you don't need to hear me explain the thought process behind every single work chunk that I put in, but you're starting to get the idea. I've talked a lot on my channel about how important it is to know what matters most. And in the most practical sense, I think that's also very important for planning and scheduling, because once you even understand what the most important things are that are happening in your week, it allows you to slot in and kind of figure out what the little things are that you need to get done that come around and support those things. For example, I'm uploading 3 videos this week, and in order to do that, I know that I need to plan, film, edit, and upload all of those videos, as well as create thumbnails and fill out the details. It sounds self-explanatory, but truthfully, at least for myself, I did not have a system to do this until I was time blocking. I didn't estimate my time well. I would mentally dedicate different tasks to, oh, I can probably do that tomorrow, or oh yeah, I'll try and get this done this day. But without having everything in one spot, I couldn't see what I had on the agenda, how much time it would take, and where I could realistically fit something into my life or not. This has allowed me to say yes with confidence to more things, and also say no, even if I didn't realize that I needed to. Okay, so as you can see, this is the finished product. Like I said, this is a slightly off week. So for example, my birthday is currently blank because I have a list of fun stuff I want to do on my birthday, but I'm not going to decide what I'm going to do until I wake up and then just see what I'm feeling. You can see I've slotted in things like go work at a coffee shop, write a work email. I have finished scheduling videos for January, so as soon as that's done, I can cross off one of my goals for December. I've also added household tasks like starting dinner and closing the kitchen. This week I have a number of personal items, and I'm a little bit lighter on the work side just because we have just moved in. So I have more kind of household things that I need to do, a lot of which I may actually end up getting done on my birthday because I enjoy that kind of a thing. I know that I am a person with strengths, but multitasking is not one of them. And particularly when I'm not actively doing things, but just trying to keep track of everything that needs to get done. If I'm keeping things all in my head, I am going to drop the ball. This is something I've learned the hard way over and over again. Planning for me isn't just a preference, it's really a core foundation of my lifestyle. For me, it's part of how I can be a good friend and a good spouse. Knowing that on my own, I'm not capable of remembering everything, but setting up systems to ensure that they happen no matter what. As with any planning system, there's grace for life happening. And one of the things I love about Google Calendar is it's so easy to simply drag and drop tasks, change around days and timing and whatever. At least once a week, I probably go in and just delete a task that I decide, you know what, either I don't have time for this, or it's actually not that important to get it done this week. And that's okay. That's life. When you have a game plan and you're looking at the whole picture all at once, it makes saying no an intentional choice rather than you just forgetting to get it done in the first place. That is literally it for my time blocking system. It's so simple, so easy, but I found it to be such a powerful tool in my life, and I really think it can do the same for you. If digital planning and intentional lifestyle is your thing, make sure to click the subscribe button because I have tons of fun videos coming. I'm uploading a video every other day for the rest of December and probably January as well. All about resetting for the new year, building new routines in a new space in a new city, figuring out how to actually create a lifestyle that's going to shape you into the person you want to be. This kind of stuff is my jam, and I also have a lot of fun life stuff coming up that I'm really excited to share. And that is everything. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments. Engagement with videos genuinely is the best possible way to support my channel, and it would just mean a lot to me. With that said, I hope you have the best day ever today, because today is a good day to have a good day. And that's it. Bye.